Okay, so this is Jacob's Algebra, Chapter 11, Lesson 1, Part 3, because this one had a lot of different parts. So we were working on number 13. We had two different expressions that we had to plug in different values of x. So we plugged in all the different values for x into our first expression, 10 plus x divided by 2 plus x. Now we're going to plug that same value of x in for the other expression, 10x over 2x. So when x equals 2, 10x is going to be 20 because 10 times 2 is 20. And 2 times 2 is 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. Notice we do not get the same answer. Okay, when x equals 6, 10 times 6 is 60. 2 times 6 is 12. 60 divided by 12 is 5. Again, not the same answer as our other expression. Now when x equals 0, 10 times 0 is 0, 2 divided by 0, 2 times 0 is 0, and we get an undefined value. We actually cannot evaluate the expression 10x divided by 2x when x equals 0. Now we plug in negative 1. Negative 1 times 10 is negative 10. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Negative 10 divided by negative 2 is a positive 5. And now we plug in negative 3. Negative 3 times 10 is negative 30. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 30 divided by negative 6 is a positive 5. So the things to notice about this, which is what you have to answer, actually you don't have to say this. The things that you should notice about this is that the expression on the left is different for every value of x, but the expression on the right is the same for all values of x, except for when x equals 0, because then the expression is undefined. If you look at the expression 10x divided by 2x, notice you can divide the numerator and the denominator by x and get 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So that's why you always get 5 no matter what your value is for x, unless your x equals 0, because when your x equals 0, you have an undefined expression. So that was number 13, which is just like number 24 that I assigned as homework. So now let's look at our last part, number 14. It says, what number should replace the blank in each of the following equations to make it true? So we're going to start with part C. Part C, we have 9 over something is equal to 99 over 154. Well, what did we have to do to get from 9 to 99? We had to multiply our numerator by 11 because 9 times 11 is 99. So what do we multiply by 11 to get 154? Our denominator on the left has to be 14 because 14 times 11 is 154. So next we're going to jump to part F. Part F, we have 2 plus 2 over something plus 2, we don't know what that is equal to 2 over 15. Well, what is our total numerator on the left? It's 4. What do we have to do to go from 4 to 2? We had to divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. That means that our total over here in the denominator, we have to divide by 2 to get to 15. That means our total on the left has to be 30, because 30 divided by 2 is 15. What do we have to add to 2 to get 30? We have to add 28. So 28 is what goes in the blank. Let's get a new page. We're going to look at 14G. 14G has 6 times 3 divided by 8 times something, and that is equal to 6/8. Well, you can see that we have 6 times 3 on the left. We have just a 6 on the right, so we had to divide our numerator by 3 to get 6. That means on the bottom we have to divide our denominator by 3. And then 8 times what divided by 3 will give us 8? We must be multiplying it by 3 so that when we divide by 3 we'll get our 8 back. So 3 is what goes in our blank. And let's do one more part, part H. For part H we have 6 minus 3 over 8 minus blank, and that is equal to 6/8. Well, our numerator on the left is actually 3 because 6 minus 3 is 3. We had to multiply this by 2 to get 6, which means whatever we have over here in the denominator, we must be multiplying it by 2 to get 8. What do we multiply by 2 to get 8? We multiply 4 by 2 to get 8. So that means 8 minus our mystery number must be 4. We have to subtract 4 from 8 to end up with 4. So 4 is our number that goes in the blank. This was number 14, which is just like number 25 that I assigned for homework. And that is all for Chapter 11, Lesson 1.